name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 10 of Rags to Riches Toddler Edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. This challenge was created by Ironic Sims, and a link to his channel and his version of the challenge is down in the comments down below, as are the full rules of the challenge. We are I was hoping to come back when she woke up in the morning because she was pretty tired when we left off last time, as were the toddlers, the twin toddlers, but the neighbors are loud. So she's coming over here, or she's supposed to come over here to pound on the door to try and get them to be quiet. We'll see what this interaction is like. Sometimes they're like, oh, I'm sorry, and other times not so much. So we'll see. This is one thing that makes living in the apartments kind of difficult when you have kids in particular. Oh, and it's only him, because there's his wife just coming home. Oh, I don't know whether he's going to complain angrily about the noise. Though we're not really that angry. We're more stressed than anything is where the moodlet is. It's kind of hidden because she's, hey, I live here too. I'm sorry your life is boring. Maybe you should go to the lounge and have some fun on your own. Well, kind of hard to do because we have two little toddlers. So that didn't really seem to help because she's still stressed from the fact that they were noisy. I don't know whether they'll be... the little ones are going to sleep. So... and she can actually sleep too. So that's alright. But I'm going to have her, I guess, eat. And while we're at it... we can't breed the frogs yet anyways. So I'll have her eat and go back to sleep. And assuming nothing happens in the night, we will be back in the morning. Well, it's morning and... poor little Al is awake. He has to go to the bathroom, and he's sad because he has to go to the bathroom. Why he's coming to wake Mommy up when he can go to the bathroom on his own, I'm not really sure, but he is, and he's crying, so she's going to get up, and she's actually going to come and clean the potties because they are dirty. I probably should buy a couple of more because I normally like to have 2 potties per sim toddler so that it's easier to have them around. And I'm going to have a different color. Here we don't have that one, so we will use that. I'm going to use the Alt button to try and put that in. I'm going to use the plus. Oops. Not the plus, I didn't mean to do that. But that's okay. Orange is fine. So I'm going to use that. What I was trying to do is I meant to use the shift button is what I meant to do to get another one. And I kind of liked the blue that we had in the first place. So we're going to put that over here. There, that makes it a lot easier. We have 2 potties per child. So you don't really need to clean those potties. You could go to the bathroom and you can go, why don't you go use a new one that's clean? You're more likely to have an accident if you use one of the ones that need to be emptied. And so then you, my dear, can go to the bathroom yourself because you have to. Go on. Go to the bathroom. Listen to me. I know what you need. And then after you go to the bathroom, we're going to have you brush your teeth so that you can get confident. Let me check Al's needs. Kind of needs a little bit of attention. But I wonder whether he can get attention from Mummy while she's painting. Or if he can talk to her while she's brushing her teeth. Why don't we... and he does need a bath too. Doesn't look like he can talk to her while he's on the potty because it has the little exclamation marks. But maybe he can talk now. Talk to her. He's done something that she's doing that little interaction. And talk about dinosaurs. And let's see, can you follow Mummy and can she talk to you while she's painting? Because she really needs to get some painting done. And we have enough money to be able to try and see if I can start all of these paintings. The frogs, they did breed them overnight, so I just checked there. Oh, and I did ask, I said, have we paid for this street gallery? And Annashelle Sims said we had, so I have, she got inspired, so that's only a one-off. Come on, Al, and come talk to Mommy while she's painting. Let's see if we can do that. Why don't you talk about princesses? We still need to go visit the neighbors and try and get them to age up their child or children. I don't know if they had 1 or 2, like I said. Maybe we will do that in this part. Just talk and see whether she can paint while she's doing that. She got inspired because we had the lot trait, home studio, And we have the natural light a lot trait, because I put that in to try and help build her painting, because the faster her painting, and she is only level 4, so that's a good one. But the two of them combined are giving her inspired, which makes it a little harder when you need to be confident when you're doing your painting, which is okay, because she's confident to start. But while she is actually painting, she's inspired. Oh, there you are. Vicki, you're up. What are your needs? Little one, you're a little hungry. You need a little attention too, which means you need to get it from an adult. It does not help to, let's see. You can talk to mommy. They don't, talking to each other doesn't help their attention, I don't think. I'm going to help you, Roxanne, and grab some food. Let's see, which is, looks like that's empty. Yep. So never mind which is expiring first, because there's only one in the fridge. So I think you look like you were a little hungry. Last time we had a bit of a problem where they kept stopping eating, so hopefully that's not going to be the case. I did repair my game. Of course, they need to have baths. It would be nice if I could get Roxanne up to 1500. Oh, aging is off, because that's part of the challenge, is that you're supposed to have aging off. That's why she doesn't look like she's aging at all. Up to 1500 points, because then we can get free services, which is a reward trait, and it means that all your services are free. And then I thought we can hire a nanny. I mean, we could hire a nanny before, but we'd have to pay for it. And so I sometimes find, at least in my game, sometimes they just stay forever and ever, and that would be really expensive if they did that. And in one of my other games, the Drifter Challenge, actually I think I have this in all my games, I think it's to do with them traveling. So if you hire a nanny and then go away and come back, they just seem to stay and don't leave. Which is fine when you have free services, but not so good if you're paying for them to stay 24/7, is all I can say. So she looks like she got her first one done, and she needs to make something. So why don't you cook, you want to eat. Go ahead and eat. Why don't you eat? And then you need to sell 3 paintings, and that will give us a bit of money. I'm having the walls up because I know she has some paintings already. So we're going to sell to collector. I am planning on selling most of my paintings on the art gallery, or the street gallery, I should say. For the longest time, I always called that the wall. And this one's worth 580. I don't know if I want to sell that. I wonder if we have the enable the aura, if it'll help make her extra, and then also have her view the confident work. Maybe that'll overpower this artistic expression +2. So maybe we have more confident stuff. It'll... Yes, 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 it did it. So that was a good... So we're going to try and start another confident painting, because she needs to do 3 emotional paintings. She needs to complete them. And hopefully they're just going to do fun things and not get into a mess. Actually, Vicki here needs... What's she doing? Oh, she's playing with the blocks. Hopefully she's doing what she needs to. Oh, there. Oh, he's playing with the pots and pans. I don't really pay much attention, but you can see the pan in his hand. There it is. Very cute. So we put those dishes in the garbage in our nano trash can, and she is inspired again. Of course. That's what happens. So is she... Oh, she is building something. So she is working on one of her... Oh, what is she doing? She's doing something teasing. What are you working on there, Vicki? What are you doing? You're studying shapes. Excellent. We need you to study shapes. Well, you needed both your movement and your thinking, so no matter what you did with the blocks, it would be fine. Hopefully she won't get all blocked out since she went and did it all by herself instead of... And see, of course, our little owl, he has maxed all of his skills. He's all done. Other than, of course, he's not done in terms of she needs to work on some of the... You can work on, I think, empathy and manners, I think. Manners is please... Oh, no, why is he angry? Oh, noisy neighbors. Those neighbors. Okay, why don't you, instead of doing that... Okay, what you're going to do is you are going to... Parenting. Discipline. Calmly, not to have emotional breakdowns, and I don't remember where we were on the family super parent aspiration. She does still need to discipline her child, toddler, or child, or teen 5 times. She's done only 2 of those. Okay, stop painting. Did that help? Oh, she's gonna give him a bath. Well, he needed a bath badly. That may help, but that didn't work. She didn't discipline him. She gave him a bath instead. Okay. I guess we could have done an angry painting if she wasn't so inspired from her painting and from the lot trait. Oops. I thought Jay Huntington looked really old there for a minute there. I was wondering if we want to go over. No, not right now. Oh, no. She's not being responsible. These kids. You're going to go parenting, discipline, calmly, not to splash, ask not to splash in the toilet. Did he get clean enough? Let's hope he did. Yes, he did. So we're going to discipline her, and I don't know whether we can still discipline him because it may be too far ago. Yeah, that's what I figured. So, let's see. Does Vicki need a bath? She does. So why don't we, while we're bathing kids, bathe both of them. Well, bathe Vicki also, since... What are you doing there, Al? You're playful. At least that's overpowering your angry from the noisy neighbors, which is 2 more hours that they're all gonna be angry. I don't know whether we can go. It didn't work last time. We'll see if that option's still there. Sometimes it disappears even though the noise is there. But it is just the daytime, so it's not a really big deal that they're making noise right now. As long as the rest of their moods overpower it. Oh, and he's playing over here. And of course they announced the toddler stuff pack. This is going out on Monday, but it was, when I'm recording it, this is Tuesday, that it'll be out on, and the stuff pack will be out on Thursday. But it won't really help us because it's an outdoor stuff pack. It will give us more clothes and things like that. At some point we can change them up a little bit for the toddlers, but it won't change anything else for them because they don't have an outdoor area. But I am hoping to get enough money to get her into the... Can we pound on the door? Pound on door. Let's see. And you, my dear, you may as well go potty, which you're doing. Very good. Very, very good. So the toddler stuff pack is coming out, but most of it's outdoor stuff, the actual stuff. So it may not really add much right now since we're in an apartment. So how are you going to react this time? Complain angrily about the noise. Our relationship's not very good with Arun. I live here too. Okay, why don't we... Oh, don't go in there. We want to talk to you because we want to build our relationship. Oh, well. That's the way it is. No. We're going to go in here and we're going to say parenting, discipline, not to make a mess. Is she getting all her things? This will be your 5th one. So at least we got our disciplining, our parenting, our child. That's 200 points. Excellent. We needed those. Very, very good. So it didn't count. Why did that not count? Clean up. Can we... What's she doing? I think she's just playing. She's playing in the garbage can and having now what are you doing? You're gonna go to bed? Okay. Oh, go ahead. You're kind of a little bit tired. Well, that didn't count. I was hoping that would count for our 5th disciplining. You playing there too? And how are your needs, my dear? They're okay. You know what? You can come and play some shape. And you, because you're confident again, we're going to start our next confident painting. There we go. And we'll put her back over to creativity. And while we're here and she's painting and they're busy and Al is sleeping, we're going to read these frogs. So for anyone new, I just keep them in one Sims inventory. and then I just drag them into the next sim. That way when I have time to go selling them, it's just, I find it simpler, and you also only, when you do sell them, you just keep 2 and then you go back and forth between them. But I don't necessarily sell them every time. But I'm going to sell them now once we're done. I'm going to put them back into Roxanne's inventory because I want the selling of it to count towards her goals of selling. But first what I do is I take 2 out and then I sell the rest, and that's 2,400 simoleons because these are whirly flower frogs and they are worth 160 simoleons each. And now we have 2 on our inventory, and we'll do that whole cycle all over again. So we have her on the right one, so she will complete hopefully both of these paintings in this part. So I'll just have her paint through these paintings, and if something happens, we'll be back, but otherwise we'll see you when she's finished her paintings. Well, she's completed that tier. She's done both of the paintings. She's done all 3 emotional paintings. Of course, all of them were confident. This one is worth 373 and it is excellent, and this one is worth 446. It is also excellent. And of course we had the other one over here and it was 580. So we're going to sell the cheapest one of these 3, and the others we're going to start selling on the street gallery when we get to that point. Not right this instant. Perhaps in the next part we'll have a street sale. I like to have a few paintings going at one time to be able to do that. So then she will finish this, and there we go. We have 1,600 points, which is enough to cover the 1,500 points you need for the free services. All single-use service requests are free, but that actually is not true at this point in time. Any services are free, even if they're repeated. Like if you do a gardener and have them come in weekly, or a maid come in weekly, that still gets covered. So there we go. We're going to take those free services, and then we'll be able to hire a nanny and have no cost for it. But we do need to go to the museum to view or admire 3 paintings, and we have to go to a museum. The art gallery in the city does not count for that. And we need to complete 10 excellent paintings. I misspoke, 10 of them. I can tell this one here is already only going to be a normal, but we will do it just to get it off our wall. It did cost us 75 simoleons to start it. And then this one actually is not telling me what quality it's going to be, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's normal also. So we do need her to paint some more so we can get to level 6 of her painting skill, and that will give her another 500 points. And you know what? I think it's time. We should probably get her a stove. Because I want her to have the basics here before we bother even considering trying to move to the penthouse. Like, when I mean basics, like, they have almost everything. The main thing they're missing is, well, not a barbecue, because they're inside. Not a good idea to use barbecue inside. Is a stove. Now, I don't want to give her I know she has the cheapest fridge at the moment, and I'll leave it there for now. But I'd prefer to give her a better quality. So this is the throwback stove, which comes with Parenthood, and it's food quality 5 and reliability 7. Versus 2 and 2, so that's a big difference. I may change the fridge now that I think about it. But this one here, which came with Cool Kitchen, is 14.15, and it's only 4 and 5. So 5 and 7, and the one I often get is this Old Crow wood burning cook stove, which is 2,745, and it's food quality 6 and reliability 8. So but that's a big saving. So I think I'm gonna get the throwback stove from the Parenthood pack, because that's a pretty good, that's decent, I think. So let me look at the fridges just to see whether we should perhaps replace it with something a little bit different. And this one here is 2,400. Of course, the fridge is more expensive, and it's 7 and 7 for food quality and reliability respectively. And then this one's only 1925, and it's 6 and 5. But it's much better in terms of the quality and reliability. I really don't know. That's why I don't tend to buy these, and that's going to use a lot of their money. So I think for now we're going to stick her with, she's going to stay with what she has. But I'm going to grab her another couple of counters, and I'll still keep the cheap ones. And one more of these. And then a couple of stools, which is under comfort. Miscellaneous is an easy way. We will get the metal ones that are cheap. Get out of there. And then I'm going to splurge and buy her an inexpensive computer, which is the How Low Can You Go desk block computer, and I'm going to buy her a radio because I'm pretty sure I haven't bought that for her yet. I'm going to get this one, residential, or maybe I should get the Kaboom box. The thing with the wall speaker is it's up and out of your way and doesn't take up floor space. And since we have limited floor space in this apartment, I think I'm going to go with that. But I'm actually going to go back in because I realized I want to buy them a toy box. That's what I'd like to get them, a toy box. Because they only have really the one toy, and if we get around to hiring a maid, they get a little bit hung up if there's nowhere to put the toy boxes, so I think I'd rather just get that and be done with it. So, now this is the toddler one that came with the toddler pack. Not the toddler pack, that came with when they expanded and gave us toddlers, is what I mean to say. And it, let me go there. Has a few extra toys in it than just the regular toy box. I'm going to get them that one. Well, I ended up going back in again because I realized I kind of wanted a TV stand over there for that. So I picked it up and put it there and just rearranged and moved the bookcase over there. So now what she wants to do is she wants to go and look for vampire information, search for vampire information. So I'm going to have her do that right now. So where our money is quite a lot lower, but we have a lot more stuff than we did before. Search for information on vampires, and this is a very good way of getting extra points because they get 300 points here. And then I switch that one back over to Master Vampire. I'm going to cancel that interaction and have her do it again to get it in the other spot. The reason I'm doing it really quickly is because if they do it when they're too high, they get a board midlet. So I just usually start, cancel, flip it, start, and leave them to finish it because they need to actually finish doing the search to be able to get the 25 from their whim. Now, how, my dear, are you doing? I know when you keep them, one good way of keeping them out of making messes and stuff is to keep them occupied. I could actually get her to do something that I don't want her to do, and then she could get those points, but we'll keep her there. How is she? She's almost about to get to level 4 of thinking. I think she can hang on there and do that for a little bit more. That's very good. You know what, Al? I think you need to be up for a bit because you're going to not sleep tonight. So I think we need you up. We don't really need the nanny right now because they both had their baths, which is kind of what I was thinking they needed, to have a bath. And they got that today. So that was okay. So he's sad because he has to go potty. That was also why I woke him up. So now we're going to purchase the first Vampire Volume 1, and this does only let you buy what you're ready to read. You can only buy what you can read or things that you've already unlocked before. So it's a good way to tell what level you are actually on and what book you need to read if you have the vampire pack. So then she's going to go read, and I've been wanting to do this because she can convert some of these cheap frogs into these packs. And what does she want to do now? She wants to chat with Jasminder. Well, we can maybe do that. I had wanted to go over there, but honestly, I think we're out of time. This has gone on very long. So we have made a bit of progress. She completed the second tier of her painting aspirations. So, because she finished her 3 paintings and sold 3 paintings. And so now we're going to be selling them on the art gallery instead, or the street gallery. I always get the thing called wrong. It's a street gallery. If you're looking for it, it's a street gallery, and it's in the skills area, and it's under miscellaneous. So she needs to have a street sale at some point, but we can now, for free, get nannies. So we can comfortably hire a nanny to stay with the kids and then go downstairs. And so we have a computer, we have a little stereo, we have a stove. And her cooking is high enough that I don't mind her having a stove. And we have more counters and a toy box for the kids. And the TV is no longer on the ground. It's on a stand. So I think she's made some progress in this part. And the kids are, actually, because Al, she needs to start working with, look, he's looking at the new computer, the new stuff. But anyways, I just really like this little cute family. But that's it for this part. Thanks very much for watching. And we will see you next time. Bye! If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you like the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much.